Hi guys, this is Vimala from Infinity Meta. I want to do another video blog today. Vlog that I am actually like having this experience. Actually, I just got molested in the subway station in New York at Herald Square by the fetish. I didn't realize that I got molested until until it was like it was too far. I think that's how I realized that. Okay, so here's the thing. This is a story. So there's this guy. I'm not sure where he's from, and he's selling like this incense. This is a stick incense. So if you guys notice that a guy that selling this kind of incense, and he light it up around the subway station or the tunnel in the Times Square, between Times Square to Port Authority, or like anything that's similar like that. So it's always the same guy, and I noticed this guy before because he's always try to sell, and then he always like asking how much you have, and then if the person, mostly women, like saying like, oh, not not now, like maybe next time, and then he's like, okay, I'm gonna give you like free cleansing. It's like, and then like with people right now, all new age people, of course they're gonna say yes because it's a cleansing. And then I noticed that these people like all doing this cleansing, and then everyone kind of like thankful and excited for that. And then for some reason I didn't really pay attention at that time, so I would just say, when he offered me, I just say like, okay, sure, because everyone did, right? All the women that waiting for the subway at that time. We were at the Herald Square subway station, 34th Street in Manhattan. And then I was the last person actually. There's just another girl, but I was at that time, I was waiting for the F train, and then this guy's like, okay, do you want like a cleansing? And then, no, I just want to buy, like 2 pieces of the incense, because I feel bad for him, because nobody, like, I don't know, I was just like being too nice maybe, which is wrong. So I was like giving him $2, and then he gave me like a bunch of incense, and I was like, no, I don't need it, I only need like 2 incenses. And then, no, okay, I'll do cleansing for you, okay, it's just free, so I'll give you this incense and then it's free. And then, okay, what should I do? And then, okay, have a seat like everyone did. And then, but I didn't know that at that time that he asked us to unwear our shoes, right? And then of course we're all wearing like socks because it's a winter time. So they asked like he asked to like fill out one of the fit like this, right? And then he freaking like unwear the socks without our consent. First of all, we were fine for that. I was fine because I was like, oh, because I think he also learned like like a NLP or something, that we kind of like hypnotized by him. And then he's like, okay, and then he used this stick to like doing this, like 1 2 3 4, I'll count until 7, but I didn't count at that time. I was just like looking at him like kind of shocked, because I mean I was like, he's weird, and then he's doing this to our our foot. So it's like this way, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7, and then he actually recording. And then by the time that I realized that he recorded, I was like, why are you recording? Like I was the one who's supposed to record, not you. And then he asked us to like pull down our mask, because my masks were here, and then he asked me to pull down the mask, not here. So I realized that, so you want my whole faces recording, and then you're doing something to my feet. So you're a fucking feet fetish, like taking advantage of all of us, like expecting to be cleansed. And then some people they pay. I paid $2 just to get this fucking incense. And then by the time I realized, I was just like, no, thanks. And then I gave the incense to like a girl after me, and then I walked into the freaking subway. But you know, this is like a new age of molestation by this foot fetish. I hope that you guys understand this, and then like you know, report this next time that you see this guy. All right, be careful, stay safe, bye. Well, we all know that like during this time is everything so crazy, right? Like this pandemic and everything, and then when people try to offer like a spiritual stuff, especially like these new age people, but cleansing, they don't even know what cleansing is. As long as you're like a namaste or like something with like there's a freaking incense, you know, like or like Palo Santo or sage, and then you like consider yourself as a healer, and then you can cleanse people. But it's actually what you don't know is like for this kind of people who's like new, and then maybe they just like try to be awakened, they don't know about this. This is just a freaking foot fetish guy, a freak guy who's like using, you know, like his opportunities like in the middle of this pandemic in the subway station that people like bored waiting for the subway, and then he's offering this thing, and then you know, he knows that everyone like needed healing or something. It's like a free cleansing. It's like especially like right now, everything is free, so people tend to say yes. And then I was just so mad. I was mad at the second that I realized that he's recording me, my face, and then he asked me to like pull down my mask, and then I was like, okay, fine. I mean, it's not that I'm like so scared of like a mask off, but I was like, why you ask me to like have a mask off? You recording me while you're doing, and then he's doing to the feet with this first. He's doing to our palm, right? And then he's doing to the feet like this feet. Let me just show you like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, right? Then after that, you know, he asks us to count, and then he's like shooting our face with a like a mask down like this, and then. Come on, I mean, it's not that I'm like I've been dealing with this kind of people, but the thing is, because I'm also an empath, like I can feel how nasty and dirty his mind was when I was like interact with him. Because and then he's also like using his finger. This is the most disgusting one. He's using his finger like to like, you know, after he did with this, right, 1, 2, and then he did with his finger like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then by the time that he did it to me with his finger, I was like, no. I said, no, excuse me, you know. But then I realized that he's recording, and then he's doing his finger. I was like, oh my god, this is a fucking like, jeez, it's just disgusting. Ugh, I was like so mad. And then the second that I realized that, but good thing it was just, he's lucky because the train already came at that time, so I just ran to the train, and then I was in a rush to go to my class. If I wasn't in the rush, maybe I was just gonna like report that freaking fucking guy. You know, it's just disgusting, you guys. Like during this time, always so many people like, you know, claim themselves as to be a healer. Once again, you know, if you needed like a free healing, free reading, or it's always like people who, you know, claim to be one of the healer or like the reader, that someone can do that for you. Just be careful, okay? Just don't trust people that easy right now, because I did it. And then the good thing is like I have like a, you know, like consciousness, that I'm very aware about my consciousness, and also I'm an empath, so I really feel like how nasty and dirty his mind was at that time. And then that's how I realized. But it's already too late, because he already touched my freaking feet, and then he already recorded my face. I don't know how long is that, but you know, the second I realized that he's been recording, I was so mad. So if I meet this guy again, I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna report it to the cops for like, you know, like a public molestation. And it's like, yeah. Okay guys, take care. I'm sorry, I'm like, I keep ranting. This is like how pissed off I am. Alright, stay safe, take care. Okay, bye.